What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday. We're doing the Sword and Shield update, and I think that a lot of these alt art sets maybe next week will start to cool down, but it looks like, at least for a couple of them, there's still going to be a little bit more room to run. We'll get all into that in this video, but first, I want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, the Shiny app. Guys, whether you're investing in Pokemon, you're collecting, you need to know what you have at all times. That's where Shiny comes in. It's a mobile app. It helps you track your Pokemon investments, whether that's singles, slabs, or sealed product. In Pokemon specifically, they cover English, Japanese, and simplified Chinese products. They also cover other games like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Disney Lorcana, Sorcery, and now Gundam. In my opinion, the user experience on their app is much better than their competition's, and also they're trying to update their data more frequently than everyone else. They're updating twice a day from places like TCG Player, eBay, Card Market, and price charting. And the best part about Shiny is that it's absolutely free, so I'll leave links to the Google Play and App Store in the description and pinned comment down below. And thank you to Shiny for sponsoring the video. Now, to get into the video, we'll start with Sword and Shield base. I think there's like 4 boxes listed below $5.98, but for all intents and purposes, it's basically a $600 box at this point. And I think there were 7 buy it now sales over the past week when we were tracking this. So that's a massive jump, because normally for Sword and Shield base, we're seeing maybe like 1 or 2, maybe 3 sales buy it now in North America on an average week. Now, do I think Sword and Shield base is a good investment? No, I think there's a lot of better places you could put $600 at this point, but if you own it, you might want to just continue holding on to it, because I think it's going to continue moving up with all these other Sword and Shield boxes. Rebel Clash, same sort of deal on TCG Player. We're up to 360, but I think the lowest listed box is like 400 and something dollars. Like, it's very, very high up there. Average sales were around like 440, 450 for the most part this week. I think there was 3 or 4 sales too. So fairly consistently in the mid 400s at this point, maybe even closer to 500 on Rebel Clash. Again, this wouldn't be a box where I'd be putting my money right now. I think Rebel Clash is probably one of the worst sets Pokemon has ever put out. Not a lot of awesome cards in there. And then also, like Sword and Shield base, there really isn't a lot of liquidity to a box like this. So in the future, even if you bought a decent sized position in it, it would probably take you a while to offload, or you'd have to take a lower percentage of market value. So definitely don't buy Rebel Clash or Sword and Shield base. That's my opinion. Again, you guys can do whatever you want. Now, moving on, Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, and Battle Styles. We're going to kind of clump these together like always. They're really not super exciting sets. I will say Battle Styles is up to around $250 on TCG Player. I think there's sales probably even higher than that now. You can see here a sale from yesterday, $267 almost, but most sales in that like $250, $245 range. It does make sense that Battle Styles made a move in response to a lot of these other alt art sets moving. Now, do I think it's going to jump up to $300 soon? What I'm looking at in terms of sell-through rate, how many boxes are listed, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But if a lot of these alt art sets continue to move up and say make another 20, 30, 40% jump up in price, well, then maybe Battle Styles gets to $300. But maybe that's like a year-end goal or sometime in 2026. Darkness Ablaze, kind of in the same boat in terms of the amount of days of inventory remaining. I don't think it's going to go crazy anytime soon, but we are closing in on $300 on Darkness Ablaze. And the final set, Vivid Voltage, I left this one to last because out of these 3 sets, which are kind of like the boring sets that people don't really pay as much attention to compared to the other alt art sets and sets from Sword and Shield, Vivid Voltage is now in a position where it wouldn't surprise me if this box gets to like $260, $270 here fairly quickly. Over the past week, these were selling at over 5 per day buy it now North America, which is very high for Vivid Voltage. Now, this could absolutely change next week or the week after that. We could see that come down. I kind of expect it to come down, but if we do have another like 10 to 15 days where Vivid Voltage is getting bought out at this pace, this box could easily get up to like $265, $270, maybe even before the end of September. Now, moving on, we're going to talk about Chilling Reign and the rest of the alt art sets. We're going to pair in Brilliant Stars with this conversation. Both of these are in kind of a fairly similar situation right now, kind of in the mid 500-ish range. I think there's potential both of these boxes in the short term could see $600, $625, just based on the amount of boxes listed and the sell-through rate. On eBay, I will say though, Brilliant Stars, there are less boxes listed below, a 20% leg up compared to Chilling Reign. So it wouldn't surprise me in the short term if the gap in market price between these 2 sets does close a little bit. Now we're going to jump over to Astral Radiance, This box, I think, is fairly close to $400 now. I know TCG Player says 374, but I think there's only like 4 boxes listed below 20% leg up on eBay, and they're selling at like 2 or 3 per day, something like that, over the past week. So Astral, it's getting close to $400. I've actually considered offloading a couple of my Astral boxes and just putting that money into maybe like another alt art set, like maybe trying to make a trade or something, or putting that money into just a different place. I'm at a point now where I could take profits on Astral, get to a 0 cost basis, and still have some boxes left over. So it is tempting for me to do that on a set like Astral just because it hasn't performed as well as a lot of these other alt art sets, like potentially Lost Origin, which we can talk about next. Lost Origin, this is getting close to like $900 too. Honestly, it's closing the gap with Fusion currently, just based on the amount of boxes listed, sell-through rate. I think a lot of people are taking profits on Fusion Strike and Evolving Skies right now. If I can bring this up, these 2 boxes have slowed down a little bit. I think Evolving Skies actually, for the first time in a while, was above like 8 days of remaining inventory, and the sell-through rate was down as well. It was one of the lower ones compared to all of the other alt art sets over the past 7 days. That said, I'm still super bullish on Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike and even Lost Origin. I think all of these are just great choices, and they are the legit top 3 boxes now from the Sword and Shield era. I don't think there's any arguing that. They have just pulled away so much from the other sets like Brilliant, Chilling, Silver Tempest as well, which we haven't really talked about. An interesting thing about Silver Tempest, if you guys go on eBay and look this week, there are a lot more boxes of Silver Tempest listed below a 20% leg up. There's a seller that I believe put up like 90 or 100 boxes, and I think their listing price was very close to $500 USD. So I don't think Silver Tempest is going to go crazy anytime soon and jump up to like $550, $600. I mean, maybe that happens if everything continues going, but I think Silver Tempest is going to be one of the sets from the alt arts that slows down over the next few weeks. But I could be entirely off base there. Who knows? The Lugia is pumping, so maybe that just brings Silver Tempest up even further. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Either way, I think a lot of these alt art sets still have more room to run. We're gonna have to wait and see over the next couple of weeks what happens, but I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful that these boxes could continue to move up. Maybe we see Lost Origin even hit $1,000. Fusion Strike's basically there at this point, but if we see like a minimum sale of $1,000 and then maybe seeing the average one closer to $1,050, that would be a good sign. If you guys got some value out of this content, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. We're getting super close to 10,000 subscribers on the channel, which is going to be such a huge milestone. It's crazy that we're getting here basically after like only a year and a half of doing the YouTube videos. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.